Okay, that's a broken arrow. I don't want one of those. Although, I suppose.
This'll come in handy.
Or you need that 56 times you get in the winter spring. Okay. You're keeping to your allotment gardening and start sowing veggies and stuff, get some sunlight. Oh, that sounds neat. Uh, what kind of veggies do you think you're gonna plant there, Valvo? Here, we'll harvest those real quick. All right, there we go. There. We'll just we'll skip the MREs. You spend a lot of time on Twitter. Goofy. Gotta rot your brain. No, we don't need loot. Move on. 2 years ago, you barbecued February 29th. It wasn't 2016, but the sun was very warm. Well, it was also February 29th. You know, though that doesn't come around every year, so it's a good reason to celebrate with a barbecue. Rot your brain. Rot your brain by being on Twitter. It's vile. It's it's where the worst people hang out, and just get. I mean, absolutely. I mean, you've seen what was happening on there in the news. I wouldn't I would want to be part of that, even if I wasn't using its AI at all. I want no part of that. Not to suggest that some other social media platform has its hands clean, because they're all social media, and they all suck in one way or another. But I guess we as a society have decided that we have to be able to shout at each other at all times, or else something free speech. Melba, you got a rhubarb from neighbor, and you plant this autumn. Hope it comes in the spring. Nice. Well, here's hoping. Because rhubarb apparently very popular around these parts. Uh, let's see. Yeah. So we'll come in. We'll go to the long bend first, then three strikes. Follow the road up around. It's a mix between veggies and flowers for bumblebees, bugs. Oh, nice. Yeah. Give the we? No, this way. Gotta getting twisted around reading chat. How dare I? Yeah. Oh, that's good. And give give the local, if you have like a local plants, give the critters somewhere to frolic and pollinate and do their thing. Where are we? Oh, yes. So yeah, long curve, three strikes. Follow the road up and around, past the bear cave and the bunker. We go to the space capsule. Go to Timberwolf. Echo Ravine. Oh, no, no, no. Can't. Gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go to a Miner's Folly. Get the note. Then we can double back to Anglers. And then... and Blackrock. You can have potatoes, radishes, carrots, peas, tomatoes, cucumbers, besides strawberries, and there's... Man, that's a diversity. Nice. Well done by you. Supposed to get 60 or so liters per square meter. Is that a common measure? I'm not sure. But yeah, that does not sound great, Goofy. Sounds like a great a great week to stay indoors as much as possible. That's what the model says. Mm-hmm. You have okay, so yeah, exams. Exams are a perfect excuse to stay in and study and prep. I imagine your professors would probably prefer that. Okay. Listening. It's for the bear. No. Okay. Yeah, we'll take the quicker way around, and we'll bypass Signal Hill. Should be fine. Every square meter, 1 liter water fell to milliliters or millimeters rather. So equals 1 millimeter. Okay, so 60. What did you say? 60 millimeters of rain then? That's a fair bit. Yeah. I feel sorry for all the study residents who were told it doesn't rain a lot in Spain. Well, it does sound it is probably that at least that level of rain is almost certainly out of the ordinary. Yes, yeah, 60 million, 6 centimeters, or point six decimeters. Deci? Yeah, yeah, deci, not deca. I'm 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 digging into my time as a meteorology nerd. I remember, yeah, especially if it's over the course of a week, I would feel pretty confident Barcelona's drainage systems could handle that without too much issue. Yes, for study abroad tips, that was called Barca. Oh, they don't put the cedilla on it. No, it's the Barca.
I need to find a place to rest.
It's barely past noon, Astrid. Get it together. Oh, Twitch crashed? Oh no. Yeah, welcome back, Velvo. Yeah, yeah. In truth, I don't think I've ever heard like the city called Barca, but the football club, yeah, definitely. And the video said, "Don't bring a raincoat." Well, they're not. They're probably not acting or recording with the most up to date information. So, and again, they're probably aimed at people who are gonna be there in like in the summer and the temperate months anyway. I see, but tourists call. Well, again, they're tourists, Goofy. What are you gonna do? Just, hey, Bash, welcome in, sir. Thank you so much for the raid. How is your marathon going? Let me pop in here real quick. Welcome in, Bash. Welcome in, friends. Hello, Larone Games. Thank you for being here. Let me give Bash a good and proper welcome. But ooh, we're on to Alan Wake. How you liking it? Yeah, tell me all about it. 'Cause I
To
know I
fight
caught you
tiny
playing the
attacks,
Max
and if
Payne
we
games.
sneak up on them, we can headshot them before they... Oh, okay, now that scared me. I didn't expect him so close.
Was
Ah,
that? Oh heck, double raid, double raid. What kind of nonsense is this? Pickle Lil, thank you for the raid as well. Holy crap! We got all the coolest people here.
How do I like this? There we go. Like, I hope you have a good day. I will impose your rule in a couple of days. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, is it?
I'll take it.
And I keep laughing and jiggling the screen. Start fire.
There we go.
Torch. Go. It's just silly. I love it.
Bash, it's great. Played a few years back. And you remember
Well,
you couldn't
it's
stop
done.
playing. Nice. Oh, that means you got Alan Wake 2 next. Well, that'll be real fun. But yeah,
That did it.
welcome in
Right,
Bash
how do I put out this?
and welcome in Pickle Lil. Thank you both so much for the
Oh
raid.
no.
And yeah, folks, if you're not already, go follow Pickle Lil, follow Bash. Two of my favorite people out here in the TLD community. And but like me, they play TLD, but they also play a lot of other games. And I support people branching out. Um, but yeah, how was Angst Pickle Lil? How'd that go? How'd your stream go? Um, yeah, I think they're both very very chill, very fun streams to hang out in. Go drop them a follow if you haven't already. And folks, if you came in with Bash or Pickle Lil and you don't know me, hi, I'm Trooper Barry. As I just said, I'm a I call myself the variety streamer who also plays a lot of the Long Dark. Currently, I am in a very spiteful mood, trying to make the game give me the achievement for memento caches that I should already have. But it refuses to. So I'm gonna make it do it. So we're doing every zone in one sitting. So in order
I don't
to
need anything right about now.
you have to take it back and do control first. But you have the TLD eternity for sure. Good, good. You try. I might. I will say I'm gonna miss a good chunk of it because I'm going on holiday Monday morning. So yeah, I'm gonna be out for at least 2 weeks. But after I get back, we'll see. It was good. Try to make some progress. You recommend it. It's like TLD and Don't Starve had a baby. Ah, I see. Because I think Tina's been playing a good amount of it, and I know and Pickle Lil's been playing that. So it's got some folks behind it. Yeah, I think we rated it to Tina playing Angst. Okay, and the fog has decided to roll in. Lovely. Yeah, so uh, we, as the stream title suggests, we are pushing for the Thanks for the Memories achievement. Oh, good grief. Where you have to find 12 memento caches, or no 12 mementos, rather. Because 11, yeah, in 12 lower Great Bear zones, 11 have caches. Timberwolf only has notes, but you got to find them nonetheless. We are in the last third of our push here. So we opened memento caches in DP, Coastal, Mystery Lake, the Muskeg, Bleak, Broken Railroad, Milton, and HRV. And we are on our way to 3 strikes to get our PV cache. After that, all we have left are Timberwolf, Ash, and unfortunately, Blackrock. So I'm trying to keep Astrid moving as much as possible, but my God, it's like we just wandered in a silent hill over here. Good grief. But yes, and Bash and Lil, if you do need to do any post-stream streamer care, hydrate, medicate, snackinate, please feel free to do so. And if you need to raid and fade, I totally understand. I will, whenever this ends, I imagine I'll be doing much the same because I do have sleeping to do ahead of a bunch of trip prep tomorrow / later today. You have movie night with a hubby. Oh, not sure what you're watching. Well, hopefully something nice and relaxing. Okay, so challenge here. Can I find? Can I find 3 strikes when I cannot see squat? Now trail boots.
I need to find food.
Are those better? Those are not better. Well, fine. Fine food, you say, my girl. You doubt it because he's picking. Oh, no, that's unfortunate. Okay, here we go. And we got the little orchard set up here. So now I just need to find that one little rock cache on that one rock amid, all this. Easy, right? Uh, I mean, I'll know it when I see it because like the rock cache in HRV or even Muskeg, it does stand out once you're actually up near it, but visibility is, shall we say, less than ideal just now. Okay, there's a pop-up. Are you? No, I don't think so. It's a little ways further away. And I mean, I just found this thing like within the last couple of days. You'd think I'd be able to recall. Ah, yes. I think this. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Fresh bow, 3 full arrows, awesome sauce. I'm even going to drop this bow. All right, so that's done. Now, uh, now what? Okay. I know if we follow the road, well, no, if we follow the road the wrong way, we're going to go to Molly's, which I don't necessarily want to do. Okay. So I think let's do the sensible thing. So we don't want to go to Molly's. We want to go actually the other way, up toward the top of the zone. No, thank you. There we go.
Huh. What have we here?
Nothing you're gonna eat. Nope. 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 Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, let's just spend the night here. Because wandering around in fog, in PV of all places, can only go poorly. Repairs? Could touch up our coat.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Might. I swear. She's. If our girl ever stopped complaining, or I know her system would explode for, having too much oxygen or something. I don't know. Just, girl, let us work, please. I'm trying to keep you warm and safe and alive here. There. And the fog has not gone away. Not by any means. Okay, leather? Eh. That, why does something that is 0 liters still weigh 0.11 kilograms? That is ridiculous. Uh, okay, here's what we do. I'm going to do what I threatened to do. I'm going to make some coffee. Yeah, clearly PV took it personally that I was seeing things. You always think people are your age on here and they never. Well, Goofy,
Come on, little fire.
people your age are on Twitch. They're just on different channels. You know, they're watching people play like, you know, Valorant
Perfect.
and Fortnite uh and whatnot. Okay, we have the water. Yeah, let's eat some dry mouth making things. Come on, you can word better than that. Okay, there we go. More, more. Okay. Okay, we'll finish off that tin. Yeah, make me like a half-liter water. That's fine. Okay, grab that. Is it clear? Not especially. Yeah, I got less than a liter of water. Uh, no. Okay, here's what we do. We sleep for a little bit. We save, and we save the rest of our firewood and our coal in case PV does what PV likes to do. I'm not gonna say we know what PV likes to do. But to be on the safe side, we're not gonna do a big sleep. Nope. Okay. How do we feel? Yeah, we're okay. I gotta stop looking. I don't. Well, even if I don't look, Oliver, Astrid is looking. I don't. Even if I could, channel my inner Curie and go through the game blindfolded, I don't know how Astrid isn't gonna look. Okay. Well, yeah. Now, Oliver, everything is as clear as day. So, think now would be an excellent time to get moving. Seeing and looking at the same thing. Well, tell that to the people in Bird Box. Yeah, that's not exactly a a hip modern reference, is it? Okay, right. So okay. The road is here. You're gonna take out Piccolo? No worries. Hope the movie's a good one. And yeah, thanks again for the raid, and have a great rest of your day. Right. Now we're gonna take a left here, and we're gonna go up and around. We'll almost certainly be sleeping at the space capsule. And then well, hang on. I was gonna say that's an issue, but we're gonna have a bridge up here, I'm pretty sure. Right? Wrong. Alright, you know what, screw it. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. Age variety. Yeah, and I think Aspen, yeah, this community is a little more, yeah, has a wider range in terms of ages, because like this is a very much a slower game. It's a game for, you know, if you're, it's not one of those fast-paced run and gun type titles. It's a, like the description says, it's a contemplative experience. And so it does, maybe it kind of appeals to a slightly older demographic. But we do have young folks who play the game and enjoy it and are good at it. But yeah, like you got we have folks in their 20s all the way up to you got Athenon, you got Rand, the distinguished gentleman. Goofy, if you think I'm old enough to be your grandpa, you've you have some curious ideas about lineage. Okay, so this is definitely the rim of the zone. Want to go this way. Let's not do that. Let's not hang around in Sprain Town if we don't have to. Fucking. Exactly what I didn't want. Would you please, Astrid? Thank you. I suppose I should look to that. Just in case. Alright, moving on. Okay, so we'll know we're on the right track when we see the bear cave off to our left. And that'll mean the bunker is just off to our right, but we don't necessarily want to go there. Ideally, we stick to the road, we pass the hunter blind, and then we'll have a nice sleep at the space capsule, and we'll climb up to Timberwolf on the morrow. You think I'm going to go to bed same time as you are? Well, I've got 3 zones to go. I mean, Timberwolf will be nice and easy. Ash will be well, yeah, getting up to Miner's Folly. Well, now that the rope is there, now that the rope is there to go up to Homesteaders, that trip will be much easier. And then Black Rock and a Black Rock. If you do an hour zone, well, Timberwolf should not take an hour. Because all we have to do is, like, the one note is at Mountaineers, the other note is at the fishing hut. So, that should be a matter of a couple minutes. Okay, that was the bear cave back there. Now, Ash, yeah, Ash could take a while. And Blackrock, well, we know the note is at the jailer's residence. And the cache is by the prison. Yeah, it could take a bit. Yeah, Goofy, I know, but it's yeah. Unlike Faithful Cartographer, yeah, Blackrock is one of the 12 Lower Great Bear regions, so it is unfortunately part of the achievement. Much as I wish it could be otherwise. That deer, that looks like deer. It has a broken arrow, so no thank you. Oh. Okay. Swear I hear bear crows, but... I don't see, so we just keep going. You are a Blackrock hater. Well, you and Sarah can have a nice little discussion. And see if you can bridge those differences between you. It's not my favorite place to hang out. I'll say that much. I treat it like a far territory. It's a transactional zone where you get in, you get what you need, and you leave. Now, arguably, I could spend some of the time in the in our uh, achievement hunting run. Maybe I make it a point to spend 30 days in Blackrock. I think that run we currently have like 9 days. So they're 21. 21 days in Blackrock. What could go wrong?
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Probably a great many things actually. Nice. I was actually in need of that. I am not in need of ragged jeans though. Okay. Made it the Quonset. Yeah, the Quonset is a very nice spot to set up. The neighborhood around it is a little rough. Well, with all the wolves and the bear and possible moose. But yeah, it's got workbenches, got an indoor fire. Got a lot to recommend it. Uh, yeah, this is the space capsule that I keep referring to. It's especially handy if you arrive here, you want to go up to Timberwolf, but you're tired. It's a great place to warm up, sleep. Um, and it has some other unique features that I will not spoil in case anyone wants to go searching for those themselves. Take that, gonna cut that off there, then leave some room for coffee. There we go. Upsy daisy. Maybe Goofy has older soul. It's probably, well, one Goofy's a she. But yeah, I think hanging around the people in this community, yeah, that's probably rubbing off on her a little bit. Right. So do we go Ash first? I think we do. It's the easiest way down Echo Ravine, then we climb up to Homesteaders. And it's just... Is there a goat down? There probably is. Do I want to take it, though? I don't know. Where is it? Oh, wait, no. There's some goat that can go by where there's like the remnants of a house, and I think Um, a flare gun case, or at least where one used to be. Maybe it's not there anymore. Or would you take away Greenland or just enough? Well, you know, Goofy does not have the passport in that is making that an issue. So she's good there. And then Goofy goes and starts shit like that. I just I there's there's no containing her. Okay. It is noon? Yeah, noon. So, well, oh geez, there is that big climb up from up from Homesteaders. Well, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yes, Goofy is studying in Spain. Now, I imagine if she had the opportunity, maybe she'd want to stick around after her program is done. But I don't know. It might depend on what they're paying for architects in Spain these days. Oh, we'll do a quick check out on the pond. Looks like, yeah, just regular jerks. That's fine. I can work with that. Okay. Now,
I think I can use this.
does that count? I think, but I don't know for sure. No, Jamaica is not part of the U.S.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Oh, there it is. There's the memento hit. Yeah. All right, we're good there. Let's see. Ski jacket, no. Free arrow, yes. How many flare shells do I have? 14. Okay. That is an amount. We'll just go through those. Try to stay light. Very good. And yeah, I'm keeping the gold nugget again out of spite mostly. Here. I'll put those there. Put those there. And I'll put the feathers there. Yeah, we have the materials to make 4 arrows, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For our purposes, that's enough. But yeah, I'm the opposite of Goofy. I have been to Sweden. I have not been to Denmark. Um, would love to try it sometime. I hear nothing but good things. Although Sweden was very nice as well.
Never know. Could end up being useful.
Okay. Okay, there. Okay, there's our other note. Oh, a knife. Actually, haven't had one of those so far. No, we don't. We don't need stuff. Just go. Now, admittedly, I went to Sweden in January, so I have a a particular view of it. If I had gone in, say, July, when the mosquitoes are out, I might have had a very different view. Yeah, Oliver, I just had to check myself there real quick. But the water will be nice. Like the more water we find, the less water we have to stop and make. Okay, do a real quick sweep. Make sure there's no. Ah, see, that's exactly what I was looking for. But as long as it's going that way, we can swing in around. You finish cutting the veg. Oh, for the stew. Yeah, you mentioned that. You cut up swede, carrot, and parsnip, and they have celery to snap. Okay, so yeah, like we mentioned when you first brought that up, probably best not to trust the kids with uh, with knives just at this age. Feel like that could potentially go poorly. What is Swede? Yes, Swede is that big strip of land between Norge and Finn. They get to snap turn a bit, mix the veggies. Yeah, it's good. They get some hands-on experience, but no stabby stabby. Wow, it got dark all of a sudden. Yeah, because we're surrounded by rocks. Okay, it's 4 a.m. My God, it's 4 a.m. All right, shh, there we go. Mostly relentless between, yeah. Although there is the that yeah, memories of the Kalmar Union run deep. Back in the day when Denmark ran the show for everyone. There's also several hundred years old law that says if a Swede crosses over the ice to Denmark, you're allowed to beat him with a stick. That's a lot of ice to cross. I imagine if Sweden crosses the ice to Denmark, they're at least dedicated. Excuse me. Okay, no moose. That's very nice. Oh wait, uh, any jerks by the fishing hut? Doesn't look like it. All right, I'll take that. Finland says hi. Um, wait. There's a note in here. In there? Yeah, there is. Now, does that count? I don't. I wouldn't bet on it. Yeah, I think I still want to get the cash just to make absolutely sure. The last thing I want to have to do is double back. Yeah, the Finns know a thing or two about the Swedes. No question there. Let's see. Ooh, we could get combat pants in homesteaders. We'll let pop our nose in there real quick. But yeah, we might need to energy drink going up there. I think Swedes are more polite and quieter to the foreigners, but they're a bit full of themselves toward the Danes. Well, there's probably a good bit more history there. I would think. Um, where? Or do I not have combis? I don't have combis. Well, boo.
Best be prepared for anything.
Mm, take that. Probably not that. Sweden has a better health system and education. Huh. Although isn't it Finland that's the powerhouse when it comes to like education and like education policy? If I'm remembering my policy school nerdery correctly. No. Um, how? Okay, we're barely over. If we energy drink, well, it'll at least get us to the ledge. I assume. But yeah, Danny. I don't know if Danny's still watching, but yeah, you see, we're at about a quarter energy now. If I pop this energy drink, we'll see where our energy is afterward. Yeah, see, we're almost we get from 1/4 to very nearly full. Are we gonna get this in one go? It's gonna be tight. All right, come on, Astrid, you got this. There we go. So an American who moved to Norway, but knows about all the Nordic countries, called the Danes, the Americans of the Nordics. Ooh. More chatty, noisy, and easier to come in contact with. Well, coming from an American, I guess that's supposed to be a compliment, but oh, that's I guess it's saying something. But yeah, it also makes sense because like who else would be? Like what's the joke about the Finns? Like how do you know you're dealing with a Finnish extrovert? They they stare at your shoes instead of theirs. I know it's a very context specific joke. Yeah, Oliver, that was tighter than I expected, but um, you only have to worry when your grit meter and your energy empty out. As long as you have something left in one of the two, you can keep climbing. Although, as you can see, as we saw there, uh, sometimes painfully slowly.
So tired.
Okay, there, and we crashed, all the way to 0 energy. Is that another climbing rope? It is. Oh. Screw it. Hair of the dog. I I do want, I'm gonna be a little bit more liberal, at least with the energy drinks, just so we can keep things moving here. Because I want to get to Miner's Folly by nightfall. You may not have a degree related to linguistics. Okay, well, good. Yeah, I don't. I feel like I've heard like Danish and Finnish some particularly difficult languages. No slide on Swedish or Norwegian, but because I know like some folks that I tried to casually learn Swedish or Norwegian. I never people trying to casually learn Danish or Finnish. But again, maybe I'm just not running in the right crowds though. Now, would I like to? Yeah, I think this would be. It might be fun. I don't. How how much use would I get out of it? I don't know. Just I wouldn't mind making a repeat trip up that way. I did, before settling on Canada, I did look at like Finland and Norway, and going back to Sweden for another crack at aurora viewing, but like I looked at Finland in particular, and it was expensive. Partly because I imagine because Finland is in the euro, which certainly doesn't help. Yeah, I looked at like go up north, visit the Santa Claus's village, and just it was asking a lot. Okay, there we go. There's the cash. There's the key. It's like a potato in your mouth, but they're all Germanic. They all got articles, known and unknown forms. Known and unknown. I feel like I should know what that is, but not it's not coming to me at this hour.
This'll come in handy.
The part about here is that they're the closed in, stoic closed in people. You don't mess with the Finn. They have knives, vodkas, and saunas. Yeah, there's this new game that I've seen people going crazy for on Twitch. It's like My Winter Car. It's like the follow up to My Summer Car, and it's all about life in Finland. And as the description says, this is not a happy game. And having seen some people play through it, yeah, it's not. Okay, so from Miner's Folly, what's the quickest way to Anglers? There's a goat, I'm sure of it. I have 3 energy drinks. I'm gonna go look, but you gotta be careful because Boris could be about. Finish has declensions that in the car. You got Autosa. Yeah, okay. I hear declensions, and yeah, German comes immediately to mind. And the reason German comes to mind is because of Vampire Therapist, when uh, some native speakers are trying to teach poor Sam The importance of declensions in German, and well, it went about as well as you would expect. Hard for foreigners, often native speakers, but it's not terribly difficult. Okay, I'll take your word for that. Okay, can I see anglers? Can I lay eyes on anglers? Hey, Bumblebee, good morning. And yes, we are still going. We got 2 more memento caches to find, then we'll be golden. That is not. I don't think this is what we want. Santa lives in Greenland? Okay. Well, I know there's a whole tourist industry around claiming Santa lives in Finland, so yeah, you might want to have a quick talk with them. Is that? Oh, nope, that's the moose. That's a moose right there. But yeah, Melanie, we're just trying to power through the whole of the achievement. Well, I mean, there's a nice little slope right there. It's just if I came down there, where would we be? This is obviously a one-way trip. Is that? Oh,
Maybe I'll
wait.
lay down and have a little sleep right here.
Okay, there's a bridge. Okay, so it's probably, it might be through that gap right there. But yeah, we're exhausted. Even if we were gonna make that goat, I don't think we would do it now. Let's let's let Astrid rest. We're almost there. We are almost there. But that's the plan, Goofy. Oh, is that? Oh, and there's Boris. There's Boris right over there. Yeah, it's a gathering of big game I haven't seen since, well, since the Furry Than Silence tournament. Hello, Bok Bok. I swear there is a goat that will expedite our trip to Anglers, but for the life of me, I don't remember where it is. So maybe we just don't. Okay, are you okay? You're okay.
Okay.
You're not okay. You are not okay. You're edible. Okay. Oh, recipe card. Ranger stew.
I'll take it.
No, you won't. All right, that's good. Repairs? Not really. We're actually kind of okay. Weight management? Sticks, matches. Meds. We probably don't need. Yeah, we probably don't need a double up. We'll keep those. We're gonna need those. Have the heavy food. There we are. I don't. Again, it's empty, but it weighs 0.11 kilos. Why? Explain it to me somehow. Anyway, yeah, we'll definitely touch that up. We could. It could use a little TLC, and we'll just make sure the sun goes down below the horizon. Apologies to those of you who find this particular noise grating. You're far from alone. Okay. Oh yeah, don't need that. Okay, so we'll be within our climbing when when we're fully rested. Okay. Okay, so we just double back, go back the way we came. And then go through
Getting a bit thirsty.
Ashton, please. Yeah, yeah. It's fine. It's not. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Forget about it. Let's just go. Okay. Windy, but acceptable. Yeah, we're a little cold, but it's early. So, yeah, be. Okay, oh, we got eyes on Boris, and we have eyes on Moose. Now, yeah, I think we came in. Yeah, we came in this way. Well, all the birds are gone. Rude. They thought every region you have to get a note and then go and get the loot. In Timberwolf, you get the note. You have to go to visit. I, I, I don't know, Oliver, but we're gonna find out. That is my fear. Again, if we're not gonna get the achievement for some reason, as I say, what me not having done something in Timberwolf would be, my guess for the reason. And yeah, Bumblebee, those two aren't there in the same spot very often, I've found, but At least they do persist. And yes, Goofy, I know, but they're cardboard matches. We already have a good number, and we're not going to be around to go through all of them. It's not going to take that long. If I go through several dozen matches between now and getting to Blackrock, something terrible has happened. That's why you threw it out there. Yeah. Well, and yeah, and this is, the ways of Hinterland and achievements. We are flying a little blind because I don't know if Bash is still around, if he's scienced that at all. But then again, if you are a dedicated Loper player, you probably haven't dealt with the mementos much at all, because several of them, they don't spawn on Loper, period, because they have non-Loper loot. Like one of those Bleak, like the clothing one in Bleak, that doesn't spawn. Uh, the one in Blackrock with tools, that doesn't spawn. There's a fair number of them. The one in the MREs in the dam, it's tantalizing because like the box is there, but the note just doesn't. Well, it doesn't show up, so you can't go to open the box and then be disappointed to find out MREs don't exist on Loper. Oh. And honestly, okay, worst case scenario, we get there, we go to Anglers, we get that, we go to Blackrock, we get the note, we get to the prison, we open the thing, and the achievement doesn't fire. I will probably still go to bed, because I have things I need to do on Sunday, today. Well, no, see now though, we don't know what we have to do when it comes to Timberwolf, because the description says you need to find the caches in 12 different zones, and there's 12 major zones in Lower Great Bear, but there are no caches to find. So unless the achievement treats a location popping up as a cache, I'm not sure how that would work. Because like my thinking is my hope is that the act of picking up the note will suffice. And if it does, then we're golden. And if it doesn't, then I need to send Raph a sternly worded skeet. There we go. May I just have something? Again, we're guessing here, Oliver. Are you sure it's in every the text of the description? The text of the achievement says find 12 memento caches, one in every region in Lower Great Bear. It goes out of its way to mention. It goes out of its way to mention the one in every region. So that's how I'm interpreting it. It says the dead body. I have no idea what that means. Okay, well we're gonna pop up to Anglers, turn right back around, go to Timberwolf, and then we're gonna go up the river, and we're gonna head to Blackrock. I think there's one. Well, there's one in every region. There's one cache in every region except Timberwolf. I think there's a car bomb in the cave. Yeah, I think the notes refer to. Yeah, one of them refers to Wi-Fi Willie. So, well, okay. We're gonna come back through Echo Ravine. So, you know what? If we want to be maximally safe, I'll go to the cave. We'll shake hands with Wi-Fi Willie, and maybe take out some insurance just in case. One of the instances, yeah, that's the cave in Echo Ravine with the guy with the laptop who we've named Wi-Fi Willie. So that you have something like a you know you know a dead person with a computer in a cave, not a local pitiable sight or something like that. We have the note, Goofy. We have both notes. We got the one note from Mountaineers, and we got the other note from the fishing hut. Fish, 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 fish. And we immediately drop them. Ooh, free soda. Thank you. Okay, let's go. You move the tire racks into the bathroom and can still fit. Nice, nice. What did I see? What did I see Dunn do? Yeah, Dunn actually moved the bed and the Quonset into the bathroom, and then put the cash register on top of the bed. Why, I'm not exactly sure, but he did it. The other one is Cave and Deer. Yeah, that's it points you to the way the other way into Ash Canyon, which we will not be taking. But thankfully, Wi-Fi Willie isn't too far out of our way, so I'm okay with popping in. We'll say hi. we'll see how the Wi-Fi is today. Because ideally, we get into Blackrock, we get the note, we find the cache, the achievement pops, and then we can just end immediately. I would really prefer to not have to backtrack to Timberwolf, because that would involve going back up the road, probably dealing with Timbees again, and then going past bricklayers and through that cave. That really annoying cave that, for whatever reason, never shows me the water. That's very clearly there. Well, then again, this is a new save. So maybe that changes. We'll find out. Yeah, on the on my long run, the save from 2022, you can hear the water in the cave between Timberwolf and Blackrock, and your character will step in it and they'll complain about wet feet, and they will lose warmth like fast, but you will not see any water on the ground. Is it done? No, this is a fresh file, Goofy. I basically did all this with achievement Astrid, and I got nothing. So I'm operating under the assumption that we just have to start fresh. That, and probably what the part of the problem is having already picked up the notes in Timberwolf, I can't pick those up again. I can open the caches again, but once you've picked up the notes, they're picked up for good, because you can't drop the things, as far as I know. Now, maybe all I needed to do was, go shake hands with Wi-Fi Willie. I don't know, but we're here. We're one cache away, so let's just lock in and then make this the run. And who knows? Maybe I'll submit this to speedrun.com and just create my own category. I enjoy being first place for a few days before someone inevitably beats my time. Just like it was fun to dream for those couple, a week or so when I was, top of the division in the Further Than Silence tournament. Before people who actually tried and optimized easily beat my score. Excuse me. You speedran DP to FA. Oh, for the yeah, there's an achievement for that. Basically going from one end of the world to the other. Took 12 days or so. Yeah, that sounds about right. Turn into a thriller valley. Yeah, we're doing some science here. I mean, if we really wanted to test it, I could save and quit, load up Achievement Astrid, and then have her come here, and then see if cracking open Wi-Fi Willy will make the achievement pop. But I know we've got a head of steam here. So what the hell? Yeah, we go. All right, William, where are you at? Yeah, right up here. Right before the clearing and the crates. Yeah, there we are. Hello, William. How's the Wi-Fi today? I will steal your Summit soda. Hope you don't mind. See, nope. Doesn't look any luck today. All right, good luck next time, Willie. Yeah, keep your matches. You're all right. Ski boots? Hilarious. But no. Okay, yeah, so yeah, there's the corpse, you got the chasm cave, and the hint. The hint has been hinted. It has been hunted. So, theoretically, all we need to do is make our way to Blackrock. And it's noon, so I think we should at least get to Bricklayers before dark. You started watching as a semi-alert because you were feeling really unsettled, couldn't concentrate, and ended up still here hours later putting off dinner because you want to watch. Well, don't skip a meal on my account. Good grief, Oliver. I mean, I appreciate you being so riveted, but you take care of yourself because we're going to be going for a little bit yet. I feel fairly certain. Just a link? Okay. All right. If you say so. Do we need to stop at Mountaineers? No, not really. Yeah, we got what we needed there. Let's keep just keep boogieing on. You have duck for dinner, so you're not gonna be missing out. Okay. Well, nice. Yeah, duck's always good. When I was in Singapore, the hawker center nearest me had one stall that specialized in duck. And that one dish they call it Happy Duck Rice, which is, well, exactly what you expect. It was duck over rice with a nice thick brown sauce. It was real good. Okay, there's the bar. We're gonna go over hard. It's 9 p.m. Uh well, yeah, that might be dinner time in Spain, Goofy. Oliver is famously not in Spain, so I think he might disagree there. Am I not hungry? I'm okay. I will probably be a bit peckish after stream, but and we are hashtag locked in. So I want to see this through as badly as you all do. You know, if for the moral victory than anything else. You had amazing Peking duck in Beijing. Well, that's a good place to have it. I think yeah, I had Peking duck in Beijing as well. I don't know if it was. I don't remember it being bad, but I don't have a big. I don't have a large sample size to compare to. Of course, you would run up the river. You had a nice duck salad at a pub. Nice. And duck salad does sound good. How many warning shots did I fire? Okay. Oh, yeah, we could have the bear wandering the path up here. That would be annoying. But we do have our flare gun, so worst comes to worst, we can bust that out. You found ways to cook duck without redecorating the inside of your oven. Yeah, I imagine that would be... Not having that would be kind of a disincentive against cooking duck. Alright. There's usually, in addition to the bear, there's usually a wolf or two over by the containers. Hopefully we can slip by, but... There's that. Okay. Well, yeah, there is bear. Exactly where we want to be going. And the wind's blowing in our face, because of course. I did see, yeah, I did see bear. Yeah, right there. Right there behind all those trees. Well, okay, hang on. Let me see if I can get away with the same routine we did last time we came through here. Well, hang on, it's moving away. It's moving away. right, buddy. You want to move that way? You go right ahead. Don't let me stop you. Maybe you don't cook is delicious the first night. Leftovers are gamey and gross. Same with venison. Yeah, I can see that. And not having had day old duck, I couldn't say, but it does make sense. Fuck you. Just get off the slope. Off the slope. Thank you. Thank you very much for duck curry. Ooh, duck curry does sound good. Find turkey skewers.
I could eat a horse.
And that's saying a lot because you love horses. Five turkey skewers for €1.95. Well, that's not a lot, but yeah, I guess if it's just to me, like, as I understand, like turkey, not that big in Europe, yeah, or at least not to the extent it is here, and well, here in the U.S. and I guess the U.K. to a slightly lesser extent. Cooking for one, is it too much or not enough? Well, or you just, or you could lean into it and then just cook in bulk. So always make too much, and then just make sure you're making something that can stand up to being leftovers. At least that's how I've made things work. Not the only way to do things, certainly, but it's worked for me. Okay, a little past noon, and we're about to hit the transition cave. Yeah, bricklayers by nightfall, certainly possible. New Zealand is selling early with Christmas time. Yeah, that would make sense. So it's like a well, in the U.S., turkey is kind of a year-round thing, but especially Thanksgiving and then Christmas to a slightly lesser extent. Oh yeah, the curse cooking for 1.5 as a standard. Oh, for boom as well, or who's the half? It's 170 grams of meat. Okay, duly noted. I should probably feed her, girl. Yeah, she's been subsisting on like nothing but like chips and granola and candy bars and as we said though, this is not a run for the long term. She's a yeah, well, she certainly complains like one. The half is when it's like you meant to cook for me, but once you had so much veg, it's too big. Too big. Oh, okay, too big to eat, and then too small to save. Ah, okay, I see. So undone by your dedication to getting your 5 a day. There we go. Ooh, snack?
Looks like this has been
Snack.
going
Yes? Does that work as a lunch? Yeah, there you go. Can you diet? No. I think in Project Zomboid, being too overweight actually does do you damage. Here,
well. Never know. Could end up being useful.
no, no, just check the sardines. No, okay. So what happens if you, I think if you get more than like 20 kilograms over your carry weight, like you just cannot move at all. Okay, see, you hear that water? Yeah, our shoes and socks are already wet. See, it's still not doing it. For whatever reason, it does not load the water. Use what you're okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you'll be fine. Now you make sure you're in a safe space when you do that. Does it work as it's added to set? Oh,
This
torch.
stuff will come in handy.
Sure. There we are. As a salad. Okay, 112. Okay, yeah. You might need to trim that pack just a touch, just a wee bit, a skosh, if you will. I want to pass time to warm up, but I don't know. So were you on the summit, Aspen, or is that like a bunch of different places loot piled together? You know, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. If we get cold, we'll stop and warm up. You know, wait. Oh, is there no blue flare? Oh, I thought the blue flare was guaranteed. I guess not. Okay, so we want to get to the jailer's residence, which is past the turnoff to the prison. It's by the yeah, past the farm, past the turnoff. Okay, we can do this. Oh, you went looting with the Quonset, went a little lit houses around. Ah, okay. Plus playing on Voyager. Okay, that makes sense. Got like 5 flashlights. Yeah, that'll do it. Wait, your 2 play vlog is gone for 2 weeks. They're leaving with Ruben. Oh no. I guess it's time to make peace with Reuben. Or just don't go to Pilates. But I think you've already said you want to get the most out of your subscription, so that's probably not an option either. Excuse me. Okay. Right, so there is Cook's Farm. We're going to go over the bridge and then make the turnoff. Well, the turnoff to the prison will go that way. We want to keep going this way. We need to go to where the other big barn is. Yeah, specifically, we need to go to the residence at the front end. Of fucking course. Hello? Hello? Bye! Hey, we leveled up something. And it wasn't mending. Yeah. You just go do your thing. Yeah, thanks, all right. Yeah, it was, as Timby encounters go, that's probably about as painless as they come. You just grabbed your feet, which you don't like people touching your feet. Okay, well that let's see. Okay, the penitentiary that way, mine that way. We're going this way. So that's probably something to communicate to Ruben that. Ruby, Bubala, I appreciate you're just trying to help, but please not with the feet. And if he's an instructor of any worth, he'll acknowledge and respect that and never do it again. Okay, now the note is supposed to be somewhere in here.
I think I can use this.
Well, maybe it's in there actually. That could be. Sleep? Never! We have one more to go. Just one more, Will. Just one. Just one more, man. I promise. I swear. Just one more. Just one more. But welcome in, Will. Good to see you. Take that. Take that. Aha! Oh, shit, that's it. I didn't need to get, I just need to get the note. Whoops. Surprise. Okay, well, there we are then, folks. Uh, And it only took 8 hours. Okay, I think, do I get a save if I come in? I don't. Okay, all right. Let me go somewhere I can save. From here, that would be closest place would be the substation. But good to see you, Will. Thank you. Thanks for coming by. And oh, I can just sleep. Gosh darn it, I'm a dope. What am I doing? I've been streaming for 8 hours. That's what I've been doing. uh, oh, that was scrap lead, Goofy. That's what you. That's what you get if you have a car battery and then you take a hacksaw to it. Yay! There we go. And looks like just as an aurora is about to kick in. Huzzah! Maybe do they? Yeah, yeah. Maybe don't do that IRL. Anyway, wow, that was an experience. But yeah, we did it. We got the Chivo. Means I can sleep. So, friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate you all being here. Big thank you to Pickle Lil and Bash Robe for the raid. And thanks, folks, hanging out and chatting. Bumblebee, Oliver, Aspen, Goofy, Valbo, uh, Larone Games. Thank you, coming in with the raid. And B as well, who was here earlier. But yeah, thanks, folks. Now, so update. This is going to be my last stream until February. Because come Monday morning, I'm getting on a jet plane and I'm going to Canada. I'll be there for a couple weeks. I will be back I'll be back here in Hong Kong like 5 a.m. on the January 31st. Maybe I stream that night. Most likely it'll be the next night, Sunday, February 1st. Watch the Discord for details. But yeah, and when I come back, I'm going up north to do some aurora watching in addition to meeting some fabulous people in Toronto. So, until then, thank you all so much for being here. YouTube friends, thank you for hanging out. We'll see you all next time, and bye for now.